This is iQOO's latest creation, the iQOO Z10 Turbo Plus. Equipped with the Dimensity 9000 Plus chip and an enormous 8000 mAh battery, this is currently the flagship performance phone with the largest battery you can buy. In this video, let's take a look together at how the iQOO Z10 Turbo Plus, which claims to be a dual king of performance and battery life, actually performs in real-world tests. Just how impressive is the battery life of this massive 8000 mAh battery? In terms of appearance, the Z10 Turbo Plus features a subtly curved back on all four sides, a vast horizon porthole camera module, and a metallic grille texture around the module, accented by a gold energy ring. The one I have here is in the polar gray colorway. Subtle and understated, the matte back cover feels delicate to the touch and is quite friendly for those who tend to have sweaty hands. Oh, by the way, the last time I saw polar gray was on the Porsche Cayenne. For that, you have to pay over $10,000 extra for the color option, but with iQOO, you get it for free when you buy the phone. Porsche really knows how to make money, huh? Haha. Anyway, back to the product. The Z10 Turbo Plus has a body that's only 8.16mm thick and weighs 212 grams. It's hard to imagine that such a slim device houses a massive 8000 mAh battery. Even compared to the Z10 Turbo Pro released a few months ago, the Turbo Plus is just a little bit thicker and only 6 grams heavier, yet the battery capacity has increased by 1000 mAh. So just how impressive is the battery life with this kind of hardware configuration? In our actual test, the Z10 Turbo Plus only used 28% of its battery during a 5-hour battery life test, leaving 72% remaining. This puts it at the very top of our flagship Android phone battery life rankings. With that remaining 72% of battery, we kept testing until it died, and it was still able to run Genshin Impact, Honkai, Star Rail, PUBG Mobile, and Ming Dynasty for an hour each. After 9 hours of continuous use, it still managed to play Genshin Impact for another 17 minutes on the last 1% of battery before finally shutting down, bringing the total battery life to 9 hours and 17 minutes. Even with such heavy usage, you only need to charge it once a day. If you only use your phone lightly for things like staying on WeChat, scrolling through Douyin, watching videos, and checking Weibo, you can refer to the battery percentage left after our 5-hour battery test. It only used about 30% in 5 hours, so charging once every 2 days is absolutely no problem. The iQOO Z10 Turbo Plus not only has an unbelievably long battery life, but its charging specs are impressive too. It supports up to 90W ultra-fast charging, and in our tests it charged 9% in just 5 minutes, 46% in 30 minutes, and a full charge took 61 minutes. In addition, the Z10 Turbo Plus is also iQOO's first model to support full scenario direct power supply. You can use it for gaming, in-car navigation, and watching shows, all by bypassing the battery to power the phone directly. This reduces device heating and extends battery lifespan. On the hardware side, the combination of the Dimensity 9400 Plus SoC with LPDDR5X Ultra and UFS 4.1 storage is the current standard setup for flagships. In terms of cooling, the Z10 Turbo Plus uses the same 7000 mAh Ice Dome VC liquid cooling system as the iQOO 13, featuring a 7000 square millimeter vapor chamber. Let's jump straight into a game to see how it actually performs. Playing a light load game like Honor of Kings is effortless. The power consumption doesn't even reach 2.9 watts, and the temperature on the back of the device is only 35.8 degrees Celsius. In a 30-minute Genshin Impact test, the Z10 Turbo Plus handled it with ease. At 864p rendering resolution, it maintained the frame cap almost the entire time, with only one minor frame rate fluctuation. The average power consumption throughout was close to 4.7 watts, with the highest temperature on the back of the device not even reaching 42 degrees Celsius and the front only hitting 43.3 degrees Celsius. Most importantly, its 1% low frame rate can also reach 50 FPS, so the actual experience is very good. In the more demanding Honkai Star Rail, the latest 3.4 version, the Z10 Turbo Plus has now been adapted to the 970 PJ profile. The new version has a noticeably higher load. After running for 30 minutes, the average frame rate is close to 58 FPS. For the first 20 minutes, aside from the fixed frame drops during game transitions, everything else is quite stable. After 20 minutes, as the device temperature rises, there is a brief period of frame rate fluctuation. The final average power consumption is around 7 watts. The maximum temperature on the back reached 47.8 degrees Celsius. Switching to Zenless Zone 0, which is also performance intensive, at 832p resolution, the Z10 Turbo Plus can achieve an average frame rate of about 56.48 FPS. The main fluctuations occur during two intense battle scenes. The average power consumption is less than 6 watts, and the device temperature is kept below 47 degrees Celsius. Overall, the gaming experience is quite good. The Z10 Turbo Plus features iQOO's Q2 eSports chip supporting concurrent 1.5K super resolution and 144 Hz super frame rates. I tried it, enabling it significantly improved image quality. In Peacekeeper Elite testing with both super resolution and super frame rates enabled, the frame rate consistently maxed out. Average power consumption was near 4 watts, which is quite good. Device temperature stays around 40 degrees Celsius, allowing smooth play. It just depends on personal preference for enabling super resolution and super frame rates. Simply put, the latest flagship chip, the Dimensity 9400 Plus, is capable of handling most high-load games on the market. The Z10 Turbo Plus also has very aggressive performance tuning. While ensuring a highly stable frame rate, the device's temperature control is also quite good. As for the display, the Z10 Turbo Plus features a 6.78-inch Huaxing C9 Plus screen with a resolution of 2800 by 1260, 452 ppi, a 144 Hz refresh rate, and up to a 3000 Hz instantaneous touch sampling rate. In actual tests, its maximum manual brightness is around 740 nits. Under strong light, the global peak brightness can reach 1154 nits, with a brightness uniformity of 94.48%. This level of brightness and peak brightness is basically on par with top flagship screens. In terms of color, the Z10 Turbo's default mode has a color temperature of around 7600K, so whites appear a bit cool. In default mode, the P3 color gamut's 124 color delta E is 5.34, which means the colors are tuned to be cooler and more saturated. If you prefer a warmer color temperature, you can switch to professional mode, where the color temperature is around 6600K. In terms of eye protection, the Z10 Turbo Plus screen uses a default scheme of low brightness, high frequency PWM dimming combined with high brightness DC-like dimming. You can also enable 4320 Hz ultra high frequency PWM dimming or full brightness DC-like dimming in the developer options. The hardware configuration in this area is quite comprehensive. In actual tests under the default mode, the Z10 Turbo Plus screen's blue light peak is at 459 nanometers, with harmful blue light accounting for 21.95%. This is considered average performance among devices in the same class. As for the system, the Z10 Turbo Plus still uses the familiar original OS 5. The reputation of Vivo's system has always been very good, so there's no need to worry about the basic user experience. The main highlight of original OS 5 is still the integration of Blue Heart Xiaovi and AI. Whenever you need to find something, you can just ask Xiaovi directly, and if necessary, you can also use Xiaovi's Circle Search feature. In addition, the recently added Instant Grab engine in original OS 5 keeps up with current trends. It automatically activates when you enter mini programs like PopMart or Damai, so now there's one less excuse for not being able to snag a Labubu. Another feature is that when you copy content in WeChat, the system will automatically recognize it and bring up an atomic pop-up window instantly. Pop-up sound. Even if you just copy a string of numbers, it can link it to relevant information. These are all genuinely useful features that are hard to go back from, and I recommend that other brands adopt them as well. Apart from the software experience, the peripheral configuration of the Z10 Turbo Plus is also very comprehensive, including Wi-Fi 7, dual-band GPS, quad-band Beidou, infrared remote control, and more. The full-featured NFC not only supports transportation cards and access cards, but is also compatible with campus cards from over 100 universities. Here in Shenzhen, both Shenzhen Polytechnic and Shenzhen University are supported. To sum up briefly, the Z10 Turbo Plus truly deserves to be called the king of both performance and battery life at the moment. With the Dimensity 9400 Plus SoC paired with an ultra-large 8000 mAh battery, both gaming and battery life tests have proven that its hardware strengths are outstanding. On the software side, it comes with Vivo's original OS as a solid foundation, and together with its comprehensive peripheral features, it's more than enough to meet most daily usage needs. I think this device is extremely appealing to gamers, especially for college students or incoming freshmen. The combination of an ultra-large battery and flagship-level performance is practically the standard setup for gaming sessions in the dorm. Most importantly, the iQOO Z series has always offered great value for money. Previous models like the Z9 series were both critically acclaimed and bestsellers. At the time of recording this video, I still didn't know the price of the Z10 Turbo Plus, but judging by the pricing in recent years, I believe it won't disappoint everyone. All in all, as I always say, whether this device is right for you, you'll know for sure after experiencing it in person at a store. Alright, that's all for this iQOO Z10 Turbo Plus review. If you found it helpful, feel free to follow, like, save, and share. This is YLAP, I'm Jen, and I'll see you in the next video.